So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. It is week 7 of season 24 and we are back with some Thursday evening GT2 action in the shadow of the beautiful Mount Fuji. It is of course the Fuji International Raceway, playing host to this week's festivities. Standard format tonight, we have a Porsche race to kick off the proceedings, followed later on by our feature race in the Super Formula cars, and with the grid for the Porsche race being done in reverse championship order, so we'll be kicking off shortly. Before a 5-minute qualifying session will decide the qualifying order for the Super Formula race. So full 14 drivers on the grid tonight to provide us with plenty of quality action. And joining me in the com box is a bit of stranger danger, not because he's not a sex pest like Mike, but it's a new face. He's given up shouting at Leafield FC on the touchlines. He's coming to shout at the pixels in the commentary box. It is GT3 racer extraordinaire. It is Odom. Good evening, Owen.
Yeah, good evening, guys. This is a bit strange behind the scenes for once. I'm not really sure what insight I can offer tonight. I'm just going to be watching some cars go around the track, and they might be going pretty fast.
So they might be going fast. The one on screen probably will be going that fast. It's because I'm watching Mike. He's in a frozen car, which is, I mean, that's just asking for some punishment right there, isn't it? Really.
Strong start.
I mean, I'm fully expecting him to be doing some donuts. There were some donuts in Frozen.
Yeah, but looking forward to it, to be fair. Just interesting to hearing you talk on the stream rather than being involved in it, to be fair.
There we go. Well, kicking off ever so shortly. We have had the 2-minute warning. Mikey says he looks fabulous. So you do, Mike. You look great in a dress. Sure. Then. So here we are then at the legendary Fuji circuit, of course, one of the Japanese circuits. Former host of the Formula 1 World Championship, current host of World Endurance Championship Racing, and of course does play host to actually Super Formula Racing and Super GT as well in Japan. Scene, of course, of the infamous victory of James Hunt in his 1978 battle for the title with Niki Lauda. Of course, it was a treacherous day, and there is the threat of weather at Fuji. It can rain here. It is currently blue skies, however, so nothing much to worry about there.
Bring on the rain.
Yeah, could see some rain later on. Of course, the regulatory wet week is later in the season at Suzuka for GT1 and GT2. But we could see the threat of rain here. It's a bit overcast, so we always wait and see what happens then. But for now, we're about to kick off.
Let's go.
And look at the grid then. So Derek then is on pole position for this one then, as he is filling in for the rest of the season at Sim Demon. Alongside him is Mikey, then you've got Jonesy and Glyn on row 2, Royston and Biggles together on row 3, then Dusty Fossil and Jordan. Tom Duval filling in for Zach, and say Felice and Homer, Lennon, Panda and Blue Flag are your 14, and we've got 5 red lights. And away we go.
Good luck all, let's have a good race.
Good start by everybody. Everybody seems to have got it away equally then. Derek coming over to just cover Mikey, and then switches to the outside as they run down towards turn 1 for the first time. He was going to be late on the brakes. Oh, Jordan down the inside, sending it hard.
Just on the inside. Can he hold it?
Be in contact there. A couple of cars out wide over the AstroTurf. One of the Penske cars. I think it was Blue Flag. They head then down into turn 2. Derek leading the way then from Mikey. Jonesy in 3rd. Glyn 4th. Royston in 5th. Jordan now 6th with Dusty Fossil on the outside of Biggles in that very pink Pikachu car. Tries to sweep around the outside though. It's 2 or 3 wide there in the pack. They're coming through. Blue Flag's made good progress. He's up to 10th. And backwards so far is Panda. That's Tom Duval who's in the Penske car. That's who it was. I got confused because of course we have Penske cars in the Super Formulas later then. But he's now jostling with Panda. Now it's the no chicane format here. So no chicane here, and a couple of people very wide there. Jones is one of them. Royston's out wide as well.
Derek's got a great start so far.
Yeah, as Derek has been super quick this season. Really quick at GT3. A couple of race wins to his name.
Really solid driver.
He's improving massively season on season. Mikey there sliding it around at the front two, making a little bit of a breakaway here then. Derek and Mikey a little bit of a gap back onto Jonesy.
Got an interesting question for the stream once the race really gets into the swing of things, but I want you to have a think about it. If you were a kitchen utensil, what kitchen utensil would you be?
I remember the big question then, so go on the stream. What do you think then? Meanwhile, Glyn, Biggles and Jonesy are 3 wide as they cross the start-finish line to start lap 2. Jonesy's lost that massive there. He goes from 3rd to 5th, and Biggles is going to come through the middle and take 3rd, but Glyn's on the inside. Jonesy switches back though to the inside for turn 1. Gets the place back. Oh, an unsafe release coming in really hot into turn 1. Misses his braking point massively. He's out wide and plummets down the order.
Lennon being swarmed at the moment.
Panned up to 9th meanwhile. So settled in. Lap 2 of 8 is now side by side with Lennon into turn 2. They've got Homer just behind them and blue flag. Tom Duval and Royston all the way to the back there. We did see him wide.
Jordan is right up the back end of Dusty Fossil right now. Wondering if he's going to go for a move on this.
He'd be a fork. Jordan sent it on Dusty Fossil there. Jonesy's very sideways meanwhile.
Oh, bit of contact there it looks like, or is that just Jonesy's connection?
Probably a bit of both there. Jonesy's connection is terrible. However, he is moving house imminently, perhaps even for next week. So Jonesy's internet problems should, hopefully, be no more after next week. Oh, Jordan's on the grass.
GT2 Championship incoming for Jonesy.
Oh dear, Jordan's had a moment there. He's ended up wide there. He got on the brakes late, had to avoid contact, and has slipped all the way down to P10.
Oh god, sideways as well going into that.
Well, up front it's still Derek versus Mikey. Derek leading the way, and Mikey doing a really good job so far, sticking with him.
Just on board with Tom Duval.
What kitchen utensils on? What kitchen utensil would you have? T-Smith says it'd be a fork. He's good for stabbing.
Yeah, well, we're talking utensils. So, like, I was gonna ask later on kitchen appliance, but like for the start, we'll go with kitchen utensil. Mine would be a spatula, just because I think it's the OG. It's the OG.
It's just fun to say,
you're going to be using.
Spatula. It's also a bit of an insult. You could also say, you spatula.
What a spatula you are.
As it'd be 100% a meat thermometer.
Oh, meat
because you like sticking your end in meat, Zom? Is that why?
See, so many different reasons for picking a meat thermometer. Jonesy, that's an appliance, James.
Jonesy up the inside.
Would be another.
Glyn, meanwhile, Glyn fights back. Josie's sideways. Dusty Fossil trying to buy into this. So is Pando, who's now just picking his way forward. He's up from 14th on lap 1. He's now 7th. So Felice there, and blue flag, who we saw very sideways as well a second ago. Was it Lennon? Lennon's back to 13th then, so Lennon not making the progress I expect of him at the minute. Still a long way to go.
Looking for some clean
and
air.
Something weird's going on because Mikey leads. Mikey has taken the lead away from Derek.
Doesn't seem so.
Who is this driving for Mike? Who is driving for Mike? Come on, fess up. No, or is that you?
Mikey's actually me. Look. Oh.
What better a GT2 than GT3?
Mikey is some driver that he can really get a lap together.
He can get one together. He just can't string multiple laps together. That's the problem. If it was a one-lap race, Mikey would be superb.
Yeah, he's had some really, really good races this season, and then like there's just the one where like the pack will swallow you up in GT3. But I think that's more of credit down to what GT3 actually has been like this season. I think there's so many quick drivers there. Like if you make a mistake, you just fall back.
Mikey's silent in the party, so he's sweating hard. He's got a 1.3 second lead at the minute, so it's working.
Both GT3 drivers flying off to a lead. Well, you got Biggles in the back as well in third, but both Derek and Mikey looking strong in his first. As we reach the halfway point of the race.
Yeah, so we'll start lap 4, and it is Mikey by 1.2 seconds over Derek Biggles
on the straight.
in third. And going on Pans up to 5th. We've got Jonesy Unsafe and Dusty Fossil battling hard. Blue flag closing as well. Tom Duval's now
down the inside.
10th as well. Home up the inside of Jordan into turn 1. Tries to fight back on exit. Yeah, side by side. Lennon and Royston right there as well. Homer will hang on. Oh, Jordan's still there, still side by side to come through this long sweeping right-hander. These sports soft tyres will be crying out in this kind of corner here.
Wondering if they can work together to try and close this gap.
What the gap is, it's 0.8 of a second, so it's just outside of slipstream range at the minute. So yeah, they could do working together. Oh, half-second penalty for Jonesy then, so his race is going backwards. He's going backwards in this race, well. Panned up to 4th. He's now at the head of the queue, he's just past Glyn. So Panda now chasing down the top 3. Meanwhile, Mikey's lead is 1.5 seconds. So as Phoebe just pointed out, because it's a frozen debris, it's probably his daughter. So yes, it is probably Indy.
Delivery isn't showing for me, unfortunately, and it's a
You know, you've got that
delivery.
glitch. You'd think after about a year and a half of this game being out, we could get rid of glitches like that.
Yeah,
No.
you'd think so. He worked hard on that livery as well. I want to see it.
I mean, he's probably
Everyone
downloaded
else
it, I'm
is.
not going to say.
It's on show. Everyone else is on show. Just a shame Mikey's isn't. Oh, penalty for Biggles, half-second penalty, but yes, we'll serve it next lap.
Yep. Of course, it's on the start-finish rate as well, so you really more than a half second. It's probably about a second and a half penalty, maybe even 2. So then you're going to lose momentum all the way down the straight as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I found it yesterday as well. I got a second penalty going into the back straight, and you lose about 2-3 seconds. Oh, unsafe going for a move. Has he got it done? He's got it done.
Flag. Leans on blue flag on the exit there, trying to put him on the AstroTurf. Blue flag though, stays out just he fossil me well all over the back of Glyn. In the battle for 5th. Glyn going well in this one so far. And we've got Homer and Tom Duval. So Homer's bridged that gap. Lennon's now up to 11th, coming with him. Then Jonesy, Royston and Jordan now all the way at the back. Mikey's lead is 2 seconds. Who is this really? Who is driving for Mike? Is it Finky? Is that you? Finky, have you got Finky round? And he's massive dong. Well, Derek is now under pressure from Biggles. However, Biggles is due to serve that half-second penalty he's got shortly.
This is all good news for Mikey, though, as everybody else behind him battling.
The only bad news for Mikey is that he's Mikey, and that means something bad's going to happen.
I believe in you, Mikey. Don't worry, I'm a change of the guard on this stream right now. I'm backing you.
Biggles has passed Derek. He's up to second for the time being. We're about to serve that penalty, and Panda is also joining the party. Mikey's lead is 3.1. So that battling between Derek and Biggles has opened that gap up now. Mikey is driving away from the field.
How much time will Biggles lose now that he's about to serve this penalty? He should lose the position to
He should lose
Derek.
both these positions here. Yeah, Derek and Panda would get him, I have no doubt in my mind.
Maybe
remember, he's not going to be ghosted. So yeah, through the ghost, we'll be down to 4th. It would be right on the tail of Panda still, so it's not.
Oh no, he's got into slipstream. Interesting, He'll follow him around.
So he'll stay with this battle for P2 then. So what now can Derek and Panda do about Mikey's 3.6 second lead on lap 6 of 8? In a minute, Mikey's looking very, very comfortable there. Panda now all over the back of Derek, and Biggles is out on the AstroTurf there with the exit of 1.
Lennon's gone wide. Don't know what's happened there. Don't know if there was any contact at all.
But 11th.
Yeah.
You've got Jonesy, Royston and Jordan, the 3 orange cars together, 12th, 13th and 14th.
Jonesy is trying to get back into the inside. Can he make up this gap now?
Jordan trying to get on the inside of Royston, but nothing doing there.
Oh, he's picked himself up a penalty. Whenever I go to Jordan, whether it's practice, whether it's qualifying, he's always got a 0.5 second.
There was a week the other week where every time I saw him he had a penalty. I can't remember what circuit it was, but yeah, he just like obligatory penalty.
The Jordan experience.
Yeah, the Jordan experience. And Homer is caught unsafe now in the battle for 8th, so unsafe having lost that to blue flag. He's now under pressure from Homer. Of course, unsafe. Didn't he win the Porsche race last week? Yeah, he did. So, oh, Royston very wide in the background.
Oh, he's.
Tom pointing out Derek holding back Panda is probably helping out Mikey. Mikey's lead is about held station. It's 3.7 seconds. With 2 laps to go. Unless there's a mistake coming, it's going to be very difficult for these guys to catch him.
Are we going to see dunk his Oreo car into Tom Duval and make that move?
Panda's terrible. Panda's got to run on Derek, then down the start finish straight. He's down the inside. They are side by side. It's across the line. Panda goes across in front. So Panda has got the move done. Well, he's getting it done. Can he get there on the brakes? And then he's got 2 laps to try and catch Mike.
Biggles gaining on Derek as they're going into this first turn.
Panda gets the move done then, so it's 3.8 seconds in 2 laps. His fastest, he's got the fastest lap of the race with a 45.9. Mike's is a 46.7. So that's not going to be enough. So Mikey just needs to keep his head here, which is not his strongest strength.
Just get on board with him. Get inside the mind.
Biggles now looking at Derek as well as they come through that long right-hander. Derek got the inside though for the left. Glingo 1 in 5th. And got blue flag going 6th, unsafe in 7th. Mr. Fossil's down to 8th. Home in 9th. Underval in 10th, going well. Running into 9th for Zach. Then Lennon in 11th. Jonesy 12th. Jordan's 13th. Royston's had off somewhere. He's all the way down to 14th and about 4 seconds off the back as well. So, a bit of a shocker. Mikey's lead, 3.6, 3.7. Oh, a bit of a slide there, but it's a controlled one.
Lennon purple.
And the wide.
That's it, so.
Derek wide because he's got Biggles up the inside. Holds the line though, and he's got the inside for the left-hander. Very tricky section, this one. There's very lot of undulation, off-camber corners. Very tricky section. Up. Yeah, you can take multiple different lines. It does present really good overtaking opportunities, not to go side by side, different lines.
Definitely.
Here we go, the final lap.
Opportunities for the stewards to look at it as well.
We're going to see the unthinkable. 1 lap to go. 3.6 seconds is the lead. Panda 3/10 quicker that lap. That's not nearly enough.
This isn't surprising to me.
You haven't been watching enough streams, clearly. Blue flag on Glyn for 5th.
Oh no! He very nearly lost it. Some save that was by Mikey.
When you were going no, I was like, oh, here we go. Here it is. A blue flag getting the move done for 5th. He passes Glyn. Homer and Dusty Fossil side by side. Homer getting that done. He's at 8th.
What was the instant reaction from the party from there?
Side by side with Tom Duval. He gets the move done. Ooh, a bit of a wiggle there. The gap's down to 3 seconds. The panic setting in. The panic setting in.
Mid-season break, stewards apparently. It's because there's no reports.
In fact, it was a very clean week last week, to be fair. Derek still holding off Biggles, and now blue flags in the pie in the battle for the final step on the podium. Mikey still leads, 3 seconds. Panda just chipping away, but 10th. It's not nearly enough. Always wide. 2 quarters to go.
Come on, Mikey.
Navigates the first one. Well, losing a bit of time, but he can afford to lose time. It's down to 2.5, but plenty 1 quarter to go. All he needs to do is get it around to get it straight. He has a wobble. It's fine. He's out the corner. He's weaving already.
Don't weave too much, Mikey.
If he spins in a straight line, oh my god. Pit maneuver yourself, Mike. Go on, pit yourself. Pit maneuver yourself. Do it.
He's very happy.
Do it.
Yeah. He's a happy boy.
Mikey wins. GT2. Panda gets 2nd in the battle for 3rd. Derek is going to hold off this train of cars, and it's Derek for Biggles from blue flag. Glyn unsafe home across the line. Then Lennon, Tom Duval, Dusty Fossil slipping down at the end there to 11th. Jonesy gets 12th. 13th for Jordan. And Royston, the final finisher, in 14th. Ladies and gentlemen, the first sign of the apocalypse has occurred. Just Mikey H has won a race.
GT3 represent.
Well, congratulations to whoever that was filling in for Mike. You did a really good job there, but we don't believe that it's you. So, fess up, own up. Who is it really?
Some drive.
Yeah, some different driver, more like. Tom Duval wants to know if Mikey's sandbagging in GT3. Maybe. Maybe he is, and so there we go. Then Mikey wins by 2.2 seconds in the end then from Panda, who came through from right at the very back then to be victorious there. Derek gets P3, holding off that train of cars there. Biggles just 3/10 further back, 10th ahead of blue flag. Glyn held on for a solid P6 then with unsafe in 7th. Homer coming through to P8. 9th was Lennon, 10th was Tom Duval, 11th was Dusty Fossil, 12th was Jonesy, 13th was Jordan, and 14th was Royston, having had a bit of a moment somewhere. James wants to know, how the F has that happened? Aaron in the mud. Absolutely.
I'm looking at Fever's comment. I mean, that P2 last night was just heart eyes emoji. Thank you very much, Fever. I didn't think it was the best of drives, but I held on. Thank you very much.
So then, right then, now it's over then to the Super Formulas. Then can Mikey do the double? Is the next question. And 32 laps ahead of us. First, we have a 5-minute qualifying session. Yeah, well done, Mike. Who was racing for you, Mike? By the way, who's filling in for you? Let us know so we can congratulate them.
And also let us know what kitchen appliance you'd be. I want to hear it.
Brakes, please. If you can spell the right type of brakes, Lennon, that would help. But yeah, So then over to the Super Formers, then we've got a 5-minute qualifying session ahead of us. Then everybody will be on the medium tyres for that. That will then decide the order for the 32-lap race that's coming up. Of course, the tyre rules as ever. 1 set of medium tyres available, unlimited hard tyres thereafter. And so it's about making the most of those medium tyres. And the man that I think we're all going to be looking at tonight is going to be Homer. He is in absolutely fine fettle in the Super Formulas, winning by 20 seconds last week. It was a dominant performance at Deep Forest from him. Drove away from the field and was never really looking like being threatened from the Milker cars.
Max for Homer.
Max for Homer. So yeah, Homer's going to be the one to beat, I think, in this one. But let's see what qualifying brings us first and foremost.
Is it 5-minute qualifying? Is that right?
5-minute qualifying, yep. So time will be the essence. However, the lap times here, these Super Formula cars have got an absolute shed load of grip. So expect lap times around about 119, 120. Very quick for what is a big circuit as well. These cars,
plenty of penalties though, by the looks of it.
Very easy
to get it wrong.
You have to be so precise with these cars. I mean, I think you've filmed it a couple of times this season, haven't you? So you know these cars are very, very precise. These things, they've got so much grip.
So difficult.
You haven't got the freedom to make sort of a bit of sliding with you can with the GT cars. There's a little bit of understeer. These things are just razor sharp.
It was crazy at Watkins Glen how much time you could lose just on one sector. Like if you weren't going flat out and being brave on the throttle, you had no chance. Very difficult. Can't believe the times that people have been setting in both GT2 and GT1 for in these cars. Crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can't get nearer.
Super quick times. Of course, Chubbs last week doing a 1:11.9. Super rapid. We're going to see it tonight. Safe. Caught it on the screen with a half-second penalty, and then just shows how easy it is to get penalties around here. A couple of places where you need to cut a bit of curb. Fortunately, you can't be greedy.
But enough about racing. Arnie Slap. Arnie Slap.
Absolutely. Well,
he's bold.
He's bold. It's a good start. So you can't play out.
He's Dutch.
He's Dutch. So we've got a good record with Dutch players. Dirk Kuyt, one of my favourite.
Yeah, one of mine as well. One of my brother's favourites as well. Yep.
A bit Dirk Kuyt.
I'm sure you'll love Gakpo as well.
Indeed. Shut up, James. You won't get top 4 again.
I'm not doing that.
You fluked it this season. Yeah, you got to fluke it again. Get back to your mid-table obscurity.
Third bottom, maybe. There, to be fair.
Third bottom, maybe, but yes. No, I'm excited. He seems like he's very similar, I think, to Klopp. We've got a lot of similar qualities. The way he plays, his man management is very good. The style he plays.
It'd be interesting to see what sort of direction we're going.
Matt Man's not liking the bald head. Sorry, Matt. It's a good thing. A big fan of the bald look.
Smart people think that is. Thinking too hard.
Think of all the great ball men that are out there. Bloody Patrick Stewart,
Eric Ten Hag.
Not Eric Ten Hag. That's a good people, ball people, not.
That's what I'm worried about. To be fair, that is what I'm worried about. Dutch manager, bald head from the Dutch league. You never know.
Yeah, well, we shall see. But yeah, I say it's interesting times. I'm very, very sad to see you go. Obviously.
Yeah.
I remember when the announcement would come out, and I was proper devastated at work. I was like, no.
I was at work.
Proper like shrieked to the office like, no.
I was in a year 11 PE lesson being told, sir, you need to check your phone. Jurgen Klopp's leaving. I was like, yeah, you're joking, no chance. I checked my phone, and they were all looking at me for the rest of the lesson, being like, are you alright, sir? Do you need to take a minute?
You're trying to hold back the tears.
Yeah.
Well,
not joking.
I'm saying having a big old wobble. Homer's just at a 19.6 in practice, just to give you an idea of how quick. I'd say if went a tenth faster than him in Sector 1. But it's doing it in Sector 1 and doing it over a lap are very different things, and he's already got himself that half-second penalty again. That is electric pace from Homer.
I believe that's his fastest lap that he set throughout the week as well, because when I was speaking to Jordan earlier, he said that 19.9 was the quickest, and James was quick to say that it's 19.7 that he's got so far. So he's getting quicker and quicker as it goes on, doing it at the right time.
They were claiming Homer for the win. It's difficult to look past him. At the minute, he is looking electric. Let's see how qualifying works out. Lennon there just behind him. What's Lennon got? Because Lennon came into this again, and Lennon is a former FTRL F2 champion as well. Beat our glorious leader as well to the title, mainly because Aaron was putting his feet up on holiday somewhere. But Lennon is a title winner and an F1 race winner as well. So he's no slouch in these cars. It's been a while, obviously, since we've done F1, but
could bring it
Lennon
back.
again. Also very quick. Blue flag as well. One to watch out for. Panda unsafe. They were both quick last week. Good points for Milker.
I think penalties are going to be a massive thing in this race.
Yes.
Like, I think whoever gets the least amount of penalties stands a good chance of getting a podium.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're less effective in these cars if you a bit of gaps open up a little bit around here.
Yeah.
And obviously because the way they pick up the speed again so quickly that the loss isn't quite as great here as it is in, say, the Porsches, for example.
It's just if you get swallowed up if you're battling. And it's very. I'm just looking there. I don't know where he cut, but Panda got a 1 second penalty just then. I don't know what he did.
Penalties are very inconsistent around here, aren't they? They kind of.
Yeah. Well, that's Gran Turismo for you. As long as we don't have wall collision penalties, I think FTRL is in a good place.
There's no wall collision penalties now. Panda, for some reason, is on the hard tyre.
Interesting. You can change them, can't you?
You can do, yes, but that means he's going to have to go out, do a lap, and then come back in and put the mediums on, so he's going to lose a lap. He'll only get one flying lap in. Maybe two if he pushes, but yes, he's made a bit of a faux pas there.
Tactical.
They realise it's
I
tactical.
don't know how it's
tactical. Wants to start at the back, probably.
It is tactical, but depends how good you want to see it.
So here we go then. Oh, who's leading around? Is it Dusty Fossil leading us around? It's Dave. Let's go on board with Dusty Fossil. Take us on a lap then of Fuji. In fact, we'll wait to get to the end of the lap. So taking some of this magnificent scenery. There's Mount Fuji there in the distance, posing over this circuit.
At that beautiful livery that Jordan has on, and Tom tonight as well. Some livery, Levi Roots.
Not my finest work, but yeah, that was what the boys wanted, so that's what we did.
Top work, top sauce, mate.
Absolutely, top sauce. No drinks as well. I didn't realise they did drinks as well.
Yeah,
That's the sponsorship. I've got a bit of reggae sauce actually. I haven't done anything with it in a while, but maybe it'll inspire me to do something over the weekend with the reggae sauce. Cars on track then. Dusty Fossil coming round to the final couple of corners then, so we'll go on board for a lap of Fuji in these Super Formula cars. Of course, everybody in the equal SF23 Hondas. Here we go then. Long, kilometre long start finish straight. You see him there on the boost.
5 minutes to use it all.
Absolutely. This is the line then. Here we go. He's on the overtake all the way down the start finish straight. Pick your braking marker. Let you should dare. After the 100 metre board there. Down the second gear. Get on the power then. Out turn one through this little kink here. We don't class that as a corner because we're not American. Into turn two. Got to throw it in here. Look for the bollard. Don't take too much cover on the inside. Don't run too wide. And then into this long right-hander. You want to stay tight if you can. Run out a little bit wide. And then back over to the right-hand side then for the left-hander. Look for the apex. Drops away slightly. Bit of a lip rise then as they head over to the right-hand side. Then speed starts to build through this right-hand kink. Looking then for the yellow sign. And then for the curb for the right-hander. No chicane here, so you can throw it in there, keep the speed up. Into this tricky, over a crest, off camber. Right-hander, go to the left, get on the curb. Short spurt then uphill, blind crest again, he's a little bit wide there, he's missed the apex for the left-hander. Into the final corner again, tricky, late apex. Again, uphill, off camber on the exit. Get the car straighten up, and then foot down on the boost. Let's see what our first lap time is going to be. The time to beat Dusty Fossil is a 20.7 from Carl.
Not a bad lap.
Homer immediately does an 18.7.
Oh my god.
Wow. That is quick.
Crazy.
That is quick. Obviously on the boost as well.
Oh, yeah, I think
he's on the boost. Well. But that is seriously impressive stuff there. He's gone 1.1 seconds faster than Biggles, who's second faster than him. Mikey just behind him in third.
That's insane.
That is absolutely obscenely quick there from Homer. Already looking like the man to beat in this one. It's on the fifth. Biggles, Glynn in sixth. Dusty Fossil down to seventh. Then blue flag in eighth with a half-second penalty as well. So that's ruined this lap for him. And it's going to ruin his next one as well because he'll take that. He'll take that on the start finish straight. And that will be his final run as well. So blue flag is going to struggle here. He's 1,000 up on Jonesy's teammate, who is lagging all over the shop.
Jordan's got a penalty as well, and he's about to serve it.
Of course he has. Yep. Second as well. That's really going to hurt him down the start finish straight then. Panda currently 14th.
Oh, Lennon's off. Back on. Will you get a penalty for it?
Oh, Panda getting very sideways there out of the left-hander. Trying to get the power down. Back of the car, stepping out on him. Oh, Homer's just at an 18.4. It's obscene. Stop it, Homer. They're already dead.
He's used all his overtake, so that's given it everything. I don't think he'll be going quicker.
Tom Duval to P2.
Incredible.
Tom Duval then. He's another one who has a lot of recent F1 experience, so I think that's helping him out here on one lap pace anyway. It's a great lap there from him. Goes off to the front row.
His inner Lance Stroll.
Derek is 4th. Royston up in 5th. Very mixed grid at the minute. Where's Panda? He's just gone 2nd, but he's 9 tenths down. So Panda with a 19.3. It's a very respectable lap, but Hober, dear God, he's exactly 9 tenths up. So Panda's put in a solid lap there and needs to find a 2nd. So the next 3 drivers are covered by like 2 tenths. They got Panda, Tom, and Biggles all covered by about 2.5 tenths.
Watching Jordan as he's coming around onto the final straight. Can he get it straight?
There's more of a gap between Homer and Panda 1st and 2nd than there is Panda and Mikey in 7th. That is absolutely obscene. Royston to go well. Where's Lennon? Lennon on 10th at the minute. So Lennon's struggling.
That's a solid time. Jordan up to 5th. 19.9.
There we go. Nice lap from Jordan. And that is his qualifying over. He's dropped immediately by blue flag.
19.4. Biggles, really good lap from him. Betters his time. Doesn't move any. Didn't look like he moved anywhere.
What about Panda?
From a decent lap. Looks like
Lennon goes.
Is anybody still running?
Where did Lennon just go? He moved up only to P10. Oh man, dropped down to 11th. Mikey goes 2nd.
Wow.
Well. Is the doubles on? Oh, Panda responds. Panda takes 2nd away just by 15 thousandths for this final lap. Gets to within he's right on the Homer's tail edge, just under 8 tenths back.
Some different names there near in the top.
This is a very mixed grid. A very mixed grid indeed then. So Homer on pole position. Panda 2nd. Mikey in 3rd. Royston up in 4th. Glyn in 5th. Tom Duval filling in 6th. Biggles down in 7th. Blue flag only 8th. Unsafe only 9th. Jordan's ended up 10th. So there we go. Yeah, so Homer on pole by 8 tenths of a second then from Panda. Shares the front with him. Mikey there. Solid job from him filling in for Nobby. He's 8 tenths down. And Royston in 4th. Great job from Ridgeline. Ridgeline then 1st and 4th. They are on for a big haul of points then if they can transform those starting places into good results. Glyn, solid job from him in P5. Just ahead of Tom Duval there. There's just 4 thousandths between those two. And then Biggles only another 200ths further back in 7th with blue flag in 8th. Unsafe down in 9th. Arsenal in 10th. And Derek in 11th. Lennon down in P12. We'll be disappointed with that. Dusty Foster in 13th. Jonesy then not getting a lap hooked up there. Down in 14th. Lennon is the number 2 driver to Mikey. Just confirmed. Mikey needs 30 seconds to pretend he's racing again.
Pass the controller to the other person.
Yeah, pass the controller back. So then, I think we're all in agreement that Homer's going to win this, but who do you think's going to be on the podium with him?
I can see a podium for Royston if he translates that time into race pace. And yeah, like Tom Duval could sneak a position as well. Like you said, he's got previous F1 experience. He likes driving.
Indeed. His weakness was he messaged me before saying like, I said like, oh, strategy, you want to be looking to get maybe like 10, 11 laps. Like I'm getting 9 out of my fuel, so you've got a bit of fuel saving to find.
Still haven't worked out how fuel saving works.
Here we go then. 5 red lights. And away we go. It's a good start from Panda Homer. Not getting a great long. Mikey's had a really good start there.
Mikey has, wow.
And Mikey's through the middle, and Mikey leads. Dane's in the chat. Dane. Royston Homer's being swallowed up into the pack here. Oh, there's contact. Homer's had an absolute shocking start. He's all the way down to 8th, 9th, 7th, 8th place. Homer's been swallowed up, then we've jinxed him hard. And it's Panda who leads.
Anything.
Panda leads then from Mikey. Trying to sweep around the outside then. Medium tyres on Mikey's car. Panda's on the hards. That might explain why Mikey got such a good launch. But we did see this from Homer last week. He had to come through the pack. And he picked his way through and then drove off into the distance. So let's see.
Let's make things interesting.
He's down in 7th at the minute. Meanwhile, we've got Blue Flag and Jordan battling hard over 4th. Blue Flag's had a good start. Made it some places.
Panda pulling away.
Panda now getting into a groove, and Tom Deval now all over the back of Mike. Glyn in 6th, Home in 7th. And it's Biggles 8th, Lennon up to 9th, Royston down to 10th then, so both Ridgeline cars not having the best start. Unsafe in 11th, Jonesy up to 12th, and Derek and Dusty Fossil at the back at the minute. Tyre situation then, Panda on the hards, Mikey's on the mediums. Hards for Tom Deval, hards for Blue Flag, mediums for Jordan, hards for Glyn, hards for Homer, hards for Biggles, hards for Lennon, Royston's on the hards, as is Unsafe, and Jonesy, and Derek, and Dusty Fossil. So 2 medium runners, Mikey and Jordan. Everybody else on the hards. And it's Panda who leads.
For Jordan early on.
Yep, he's on the attack. Oh, Blue Flag. He want to try and make his way through quickly then. He doesn't want to be wasting those tyres. Tucked up behind the Penske. I've seen a half-second penalty for Mikey, so Mikey's about to lose that P2.
Fever saying that Homer's just playing mind games.
He's indeed. He's just giving him all a chance, isn't he? You could have a lead for a bit, I'll come through. Well, the minute,
Let's make
still down
in
still down in P7, but only 4.6 seconds off the lead. So far he hasn't touched his boost either. Yeah. Oh, that's Jordan up the inside of Blue Flag. Has a big old twitch there though. Oh, he's wide. Blue Flag's coming back at him.
Good move that was, wow.
And then trying to look around the outside of the final corner, trying to set up a move down the start finish. He's always up the inside, he's switched back on him.
Watching that from behind.
Tuck in,
CJ Glynn.
Tuck into the slipstream. And this should be an easy move into turn 1 for Jordan. Go on board. In the slipstream. Blue Flag goes defensive.
Something to note, Jordan has used a quarter of his overtake already.
Down the inside, where is Blue Flag?
Oh, he's got it done.
He's in the mirrors, so Jordan up to 4th. And goes purple in sector 1 to boot them, but Panda leading the way then by 1.5 seconds over Tom Deval. Mikey then dropped down to 3rd, having served his penalty.
Oh, Royston's had a mare somewhere, he's down to 10th now.
Homer up to 6th, but has a half-second penalty. And he's in close proximity to a number of cars, so this might hurt him here. He's got Biggles, Glyn, Lennon, all really close to him. Royston's up in 10th. Some smoke in the background. Who was that? Not quite sure. But Panda leading the way still. This is what he needs, and he's got clear track, clear air. Of course, these cars are very susceptible to the dirty air. Now, last week at Deep Forest, there wasn't many sort of high-speed loaded corners where the dirty air was really a factor, which is a lot of sort of slow corners onto straights, so it wasn't too bad. Here, it's got a bit of a mix, so you do have sections where...
No, you just had somebody with their controller going flat and T-boning somebody into the final bend. That's all that happened last week.
That's true. Fastest lap of the race, Jordan, as he closes in on Mikey. These, of course, the 2 guys on the medium tyres. Is Jordan going to go for a move into the first corner? He is. It's a late move down the inside. And through he goes. Look at the fuel, says T. Smith. And let's have a look then. So Panda on lap 4 at about 2/3 of the tank. He's doing a good job, as is Tom Deval then. Having said he couldn't get 9 laps, he's doing a really good job on fuel so far. Holding pace with Panda. Jordan also doing well on fuel. Very similar match. Mikey a little bit better. Mikey doing well on fuel. And Blue Flag in 5th. Also about 2/3. Biggles now into 6th place. Going well. Lennon about the same. Glyn's used a little bit more. Homer about average, but Homer, of course, having just served his penalty, down to 9th place.
Oh, he's cut that corner a little bit, Jordan, there.
Royston on just under 3/4. And Safety did a really good job on fuel. Oh, Josie's around. Big spin there for him and gets it going in the right direction, but he's going to drop all the way to the back. Big old spin there. So, yeah, everybody fairly equal on fuel.
Oh, Tom Deval really wide, using the run off. Jordan the same. I'm just wondering what Jordan does to his tyres. I think he might be using part ones.
He's trying to save a bit of money, use part 1 tyres. Well, he's on the medium tyres, so they will wear a little bit quicker, obviously.
I'm looking at Mikey's. Mikey's is in a much better place. No.
I think that's pad versus wheel, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
They're not massively worse, to be fair. Right now it is Tom going to play the team game here. Does he know that his teammate's on the medium tyres? Because he could do with letting him go. Let Jordan try and chase down Panda, whose lead is now up to 2.6 seconds. So it would do well for the team game if Tom could let Jordan go, because they could obviously reverse that later on. Fuel-wise, they're about the same, but they're both doing better than Panda at the minute. So
if they got the stream on, they might be able to coordinate.
Yes, we shall see. They haven't got any lights to flash each other either with these cars. Of course, maybe that's. Let's have a look at home. Where's the chase cam? I see the problem. He's not got his indicator on. That's why he's not going very well.
Jordan, get a penalty if you want him to pass. That could be the sign.
You'll see unsafe stuff. Well, is indeed. Though I think he might be not saving that much more fuel, is he? So I think he's just struggling in dirty air, Pagani, to be honest.
Will he let him go? I think is he signalling for him to go?
I think so. A bit of a weave there. Yeah, he's going to let him go. Yep, here we go then.
Excellent.
Into the slipstream. Good teamwork there from the boys.
Well done.
Jordan will go through.
Communication by shaking.
Organising my team through the stream. There we go. There he goes then. Jordan then into P2 then. So what can he do about chasing down Panda? All front end around here, so hard to get the power down, says T. Smith. Yeah.
3-second lead.
So Lennon up to 5th then behind Blue Flag. And we've got Biggles in 6th, Mikey down to 7th, but still going well. Glyn just behind them in 8th, and Homer in 9th. Not really making the progress. I'm not expecting Royston then closing right back in on his teammate as well.
Just looking at the times on the mediums compared to the hards right now.
Well, Panda's fastest lap currently a 21 flat. Jordan's is a 20.8, so it's a good lap from Panda.
Yeah, solid.
Tom DeVos at a 21.2, Blue Flag done a 21.8, 21.3 from Lennon, 21.1 from Biggles. So yeah, it's a very good lap from those guys there.
For a move on Blue Flag.
Yeah. And now it's starting to get racy then. So his qualifying pace wasn't all that, but his race pace significantly better.
This is where he gets into it though. Now he gets himself into a rhythm.
Yeah, very much so. So a lot of this is rhythm, isn't it? These cars especially is why you get into a rhythm. It just comes sort of second nature.
It was always interesting to watch though. Lennon would say to me, I haven't done a lap on this track yet, let's see what happens. And he'd do a lap and he'd be fine. And he'd be slower than everybody else. Next lap he's found 3 seconds worth of time and he'd fly off into the distance in the race.
Lennon side by side so well, but Blue Flag holds on. Lennon though, getting the run out of turn 1, he's going to go for the move into turn 2. He's not close enough. Has to drop in behind. And Biggles waiting to pick up the pieces as well. Mikey's there as well, so we've got 4 cars then. Battling hard then.
In between the top
Blue Flag
3.
going defensive. Mikey rather the outside of Biggles, trying anyway. Lennon's up the inside of Blue Flag. Trying to get the traction down. Switch to the inside. Blue Flag defends because that's what Blue Flag does. Lennon out the grass there with a bit of a slide. Yeah, this circuit just flows so much better without the chicane. It's a proper Mickey Mouse set of corners. Absolutely hate it.
It really is.
Blue Flag then has been resolute in his defence, and we expect no less. Up to the final corner we go.
Mikey going
different
the
lines there.
Can
Mikey
get a better run?
Yeah, Mikey trying that sweeping line. Going to get a run.
If he would have got power a little bit earlier, he may have got him. Or is he going to get him anyway?
Then with a bit of boost, try and get onto the slipstream. Mikey's right under Biggles' rear wing as well.
Use that overtake. Oh, they're bump drafting each other, okay.
Mikey going to go for the move here. Oh, Lennon and Blue Flag are side by side again. Lennon to the outside again. Pinches him to the inside. They're side by side off the exit as well. Good racing there.
Good racing.
Blue Flag's got the momentum off the corner, but Lennon's still there. They're side by side. He's got the inside for the next one. Both using the overtake.
No, he
can't go side by side through there. Oh, they can.
Really
wow, great racing, and they come out as they went in. Blue Flag still ahead.
Oh, Blue Flag wide there.
Oh, Blue Flag's wide there though, and a bit of a twitch, and Lennon now gets the move done. So the resistance is broken and Lennon is through. Great
Mikey
side-by-side
got
action.
Second penalty for that for Mikey. That will harm his chances. Oh no, nearly went off there as well.
Up front then, Jordan has got the lead down to 2.2 seconds, but his front left tyre is starting to look very second-hand now. It's the one taking the biggest brunt around here. But he's got himself in contention then, 20.5, now the fastest lap of the race. Pando, however, has done a 20.9 on the hard tyre, so... And it's just improved to 20.8. In fact, he was a tenth quicker than Jordan on that lap, so those medium tyres have gone off, so Jordan needs to get to about lap 10.
Do 2:11 lap move on both Mikey and CJ. Yep, he's got them both. Up to 7th. That's his best lap of the race.
Now Mikey can a bit of progress.
Hasn't really got into his rhythm yet.
Yeah, Biggles now all over the back of blue flag. Lennon is checking out. His personal best. Now he's got some clear air. Homer then starting to make some moves finally.
Ooh, half spin from Jordan there. Very nearly lost it. Caught it. Built up a very, very good lead. It's been a good stint from Jordan. It's just how can his tyres manage the race and how can he manage fuel?
He seems to be doing okay on fuel. He only needs to get to lap 10. I think these tyres are probably about done. So if we get one more lap out, then he can do 2:11 lap stints to the end.
I think so. That front left is really causing him problems now.
Yeah. Bit of brake bias to the back, should sort that out.
Hint, hint.
Yes. Ooh, a little bit wide out the final corner. That curb. Going for one more lap. That's closed. Oh, Panda's in. Race leader is in then, so Panda's pitted early. Very early. I'm surprised at that. I thought Panda would go longer than that. So, through goes Tom Duval, and it's a Levi Roots Racing 1-2. Stop the count. Stop the race. Declaring the race. We'll declare the race here. Thank you very much.
Jordan could just make it around this lap, get himself a new set of tyres.
Yeah, get on hard tyres, and then he's just got to worry about the fuel for the rest of that. The blue flag, all kinds of pressure. Biggles there had such a run off the corner. Blue flag tried to go defensive, shut the door on the inside, but Biggles just drove around the outside of him, and through he goes, and up to 4th. So blue flag going backwards. And Lennon and now Biggles are through. Can he latch onto the back of Biggles and get pulled forwards? Mikey in 6th still. Now I've got Glynn unsafe up to 8th, and Homer's down to 9th again. So unsafe has suddenly woken up, remembered who he is. But the Ridgeline boys, and so after a great qualifying, the race has just not worked out for them so far. Of course, still a long way to go. We're only at 1/3 race distance, then Homer's
Am I going for the move?
going for the move. Do you think he's going to give him a bit of a bump there, I think? Grass getting kicked up. Jordan's lead then. He's on the overtake. He'll be in this time, I believe.
I imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try and stay out there. He's sent it to the pit lane there. Love that. Attack the pit lane. In he comes. Tom Duval's just had a penalty. Served that. Lennon also has a penalty. They're now pitting.
Biggles staying out.
Biggles has carried on, so he's going to try and do an extra lap then, so he takes the lead of the race. Of course, on the 11, he may as well do 11 on the hard tyre. They seem to be able to last. The medium tyres don't look to be able to do 11 laps. That said, Mikey's alright actually, to be fair, so Mikey's been a little bit kinder. I think that's the pad versus wheel there. Thing, though.
Jordan has a wheel. He's got an Xbox wheel for whatever reason, and he doesn't have the adapter for it.
He has an Xbox wheel. Fool.
He has a rig as well. He has a rig. Well, not an actual rig. He's got like a setup where you could race wheel.
Yeah.
He just doesn't use it at the moment.
Oh, he's a bit like Aaron then. Aaron does that. Aaron spends like loads of money on, bought like about 3 or 4 wheels. Has got like Carl's Junkie Sports old rig, and just plays on his pad.
Whatever you're quicker on.
I mean, when I transitioned, I sort of started doing a little bit, and then I thought, well, I may as well just go for it, because if I keep flitting in between, I won't make that adjustment quicker. And I found that I got back to my speed so much quicker from just like sticking with it, just solid wheel. Don't even use the pad. But if I try and race on the PS5 pad, it feels alien to me now. I can't do it.
See, I was thinking about getting into the wheel to try a Assetto Corsa, because that doesn't seem like a game that you can use control.
You can do it on pad, but
not as well.
You can do it on pad, but it's definitely better on wheels. Definitely. Unsafe
Biggles
then.
And blue flag in.
So Pagani commented that unsafe was maybe not showing the speed, well, he's going an extra lap than everybody else on fuel, so that's what Unsafe's been doing. He's been saving fuel. James wants to know, what about your wheel and stand that you don't use?
I do have a wheel and stand that I don't use, but I had one and I didn't want to really get into it halfway through a season and start practicing. I also needed the right chair to go with it as well, because I've got like an armchair that I use to play a lot of my games on. As soon as I've got a chair that actually will suit, like fitting my stand with it, I'll be fine and I'll start using it.
For HTC on pad is mental, absolutely. I mean, there are people that do it though. There are people that do it. There's some of the guys I race with on Sunday and Tuesdays, I think, are on pad. There was Iggy. You remember Iggy? Iggy races on pad, which is just mad. He's so quick, and that should not be the case on the pad on that game. But there you go. He's just a pussy when he made the jump. You talking about Aaron, Jordan, Owen? That could be all of them.
He's talking about me. I got my wheel about 2 seasons ago, and then it's just my chair. It was my chair.
I had mine for ages before I actually started using it properly as well. So don't worry. You've got to be in the right mind to do it, and you want to do it. And once you do it, you won't go back.
I had a go at doing a daily race on wheel, and people aren't very nice on daily races.
But people aren't nice on daily races anyway. So I would practice in just private lobbies and arcade races.
Yeah.
Well, Unsafe is in, having got that extra lap out, so his teammate there will retake the lead. Now Panda has short fuel here, which suggests potentially he's looking at a 3-stop. I thought the 2-stop was the way to go here, but we shall see. That's a lot less fuel.
Always makes it interesting when somebody does something different to everybody else, because it either pays off or it fails miserably.
Lennon is seeking tips from his teammate in the chat. Not helping you. So then Panda leads. He's on the hard tyres again. Jordan now on the hard tyres as well. Tom DeVal back out on another set of hards as well.
I have a little bit of advice for my former teammate. I can say, do the quick. That's what I can say. Do the quick and you'll do alright.
Do the quick. Lennon in 5th. Biggles in 6th. Blue Flag is 6th, sorry. No, Biggles in 5th. Glyn 7th. Dusty Fossil 8th. Homer 9th. Not making the progress. Not making the progress at all. Carl's double stinting his hard tyres, interestingly.
Arsenal doing an Arsenal and being in 2nd at the moment. Doing alright.
Shots fired. Wait for Aaron to appear in the chat. So yeah, Arsenal and so Jordan and Tom going really well. 2nd and 3rd. Panda still leads out. 3.9 seconds is his advantage then. He's doing personal bests as well. 20.7. Tom DeVal now has the fastest lap of the race on hard tyres as well. That's impressive lap times then.
Tom DeVal things.
Tom DeVal things, absolutely. Doing a really good job
really
so far.
Performance from him so far, yeah.
Yeah, James saying he's driven brilliantly so far. Well, considering this is his first ever Super Formula race, and then to come in at a couple of hours' notice with no practice, or very little practice, yeah, doing an absolutely outstanding job.
Homer has gone for the move on Carl.
Lennon asking for information. We are checking. It's confirmed. You suck. Lennon a bit wide there. I think you'll be okay. You can. There's certain points of the track where you can take some liberties with the track limits. That was one of them there. As long as you stay on the curbs, you're okay. And I think he got away with that one. Biggles keeping him honest. And of course, they do have their medium tyre stint to come. Then Glenn 7th. Homer. Right, Marky the P12. So he's one place out of his preferred position. Josie 13th. Oh, and smoking those tyres as well. So what's on that? Panda though is just doing a superb job up front though. We did have a bit of a tardy lap last time around, man. 21s. Was it a Jordan? That was it. No, it wasn't an out lap. That was just a tardy lap there. Slightly tardy lap from him. However, Jordan should have 21.4 as well, so he's had a slightly tardy lap there as well. Tom, I don't understand where Tom's pace come from because he's been doing 21s as well. Where did that 20.3 come from? Do you have a slipstream? I'm confused.
Just that one flying lap that you can
one flying lap and then suddenly his lap time's just dropped off again. Let him do 21.5.
You probably can't even explain how he would do that lap as well. Like,
So everybody seems to have done like one really good lap on the outlap of the hard tyres, and suddenly just like dropped into standard. But maybe they just forgotten the fuel and were like, oh yeah, I need to save fuel, and they were just slotted back into conservation mode. Well, we're all looking at this man, Homer. He's P7, so he's making a little bit of progress again. He's back ahead of Glyn. But he's 4 seconds down on blue flag. Now, are we going to see a late race charge? Oh, Glyn very sideways in the background there, and Dusty Fossil. Trying to get the power down, unsafe. I'm not sure if that strategy's worked out for him. He's P10, he's 28 seconds off his teammate. He leads the race, so unsafe trying something different. Whether or not it's the right strategy,
from Jordan.
we don't know. Mikey with a second penalty. There's the Mike we all know and love. Panda then has extended his lead to 5.7 seconds with a 21.1 last time around. John doing a 22.2. So has the wind picked up? Maybe the wind's changed direction because it's now blowing down the start-finish straight into a headwind. So that might explain why they're not getting the speeds they were previously if the wind's changed direction. But of course, that could mean potentially changing the wind direction could bring some weather in.
I did check the weather radar. It didn't look like anything was coming in for sure, but is that because it's on random and it could just happen at any moment? Yeah. Oh, Jordan.
A bit of a twitch spin. Jordan has been consistently inconsistent. Oh my God, James, that's painful to read. Jordan has had consistently been inconsistent all season. Did Tom write that for you?
That's a real tongue twister there.
I know you're dyslexic, but that's just no.
Oh, Jordan.
Not having that. So the race then settling down a little bit now. Gaps are formed. Everybody's a little bit spread out.
I imagine there'll be a battle between third and fourth
wide and Royston wide as well.
Lennon has closed that gap from 4.2 seconds at this point in the last lap to 3.5 now, taking nearly half a second out of him, more than that. And he keeps on gaining time as well.
And what's happened to Pando? He did a 23.4 that time around. 22.7 from Jordan, so Jordan coming back at him slightly now. 21.8 there from Tom DeVals. Tom DeVals suddenly gone massively quicker. Lennon 21 flat, so he took 0.8 of him out of that lap. So yeah, Lennon was the quickest man on that lap by the look of it. Oh, Biggles is round. Biggles is round, coming out turn one. He's had a spin as he got on the AstroTurf, and blue flag's going to sweep up. Is he?
He'll lose that position, you think, anyway? Oh dear.
Look at the side by side, through he goes. Yep. Blue flag retakes the position then. Big shame for Biggles there. He's driven really well up to that point.
Good news for Homer if they start battling.
Yep, Homer there in the background starting to lurk as well, but at the minute he's 24 seconds off the lead. And that just feels like too much even for him. The pace he's had this season, but now into the second half of the race as well.
If it were to rain though, you don't want anybody else apart than Homer.
He is a bit of a weather miser as well. We've seen that in previous seasons.
So we're all just praying for rain now, really.
Well, Homer is definitely. The rest of us maybe want to see this a little bit mixed up. Glyn is on very, very cooked hard tyres. Trying something different strategy-wise. I think he's double stinted his hard tyres and they are dead. Those left-sided tyres are looking very second-hand then, unsafe closing in. Struggling to get round the final corner. Those tyres are looking horrible to be on at the moment. Into any right-hander.
Lennon and Tom Duval situation, because it's now down to 2 seconds the gap.
Unsafe there, making short work of Glyn as he takes P8. And Royston on Dusty Fossil. Down the start finish straight, Royston goes through. That's good there from Royston. Dusty Fossil trying to hang on around the outside. It's about the switchback, but not close enough. Mikey and Jonesy battling over 12th. So some good pairings going on back here. Maybe we've got the back there, Derek just a little bit further back. But again, stepping into the super formulas. Maybe not his cup of tea. But still persevering on his way then. Meanwhile, up front, the lead for Panda is now 7.4 seconds and he is on his merry way. Looking very comfortable at this stage. Jordan 3.5 up on his teammate. Like you say, Lennon
currently occupying Mikey's P11 at the moment.
Mikey is just behind him though. Tom Val a little bit wide at the final corner there. we
That
had
battle's going to come in soon. 1.8 seconds now.
Then just chipping away. And of course, now with Biggles having dropped off the back of him, he's got back ahead of blue flag, in fact, so he's recovering. Yes, the skies are still clear. Sun's still shining. Top three use mediums. No, just Arsenal has. Panda and Tom have not used their medium tyres yet.
Just wondering if Lennon will get this done before they next need to pit. If not, will he under fuel to try and
Tom out wide. And a big slide there. That was a big moment there. Got on that curve, back end of the car. Did not like that. And the gap is now just a second.
Lennon using a lot of overtake to breach this gap by the looks of it.
Yeah, so look at the overtake situation. Panda has barely even touched his. But my concern for Panda is that his fuel. So he did 9 laps in the first stint, and that felt early. He's now got 10 laps out of this stint, but he's going to have to come in this time because I don't think he's got another lap in the tank. And that might leave him a lap shy. Are we going to see a splash and dash from Panda? He's got 8-second lead. He's going to be in this time around, so he's coming in. Jordan, meanwhile, has got... Well, Jordan's got less than a quarter of his overtake. He's been absolutely pounding that. He's about to retake the lead, though. Tom Duval has got just under half. Lennon's got about a third of his left. Glyn has... Biggles, sorry, has got just under a quarter, so he's been using his as well. Blue Flag's still got 3/4 of his. Homer's... I don't think Homer's even touched his yet. He's saving his for later on. Are we going to see him banging some 18s later on the medium tyres? Unsafe has got just under half. Royston's got all of his. Another one who hasn't even touched the button by the look of it yet. Dusty Fossil also has barely used any of his. Glyn's just under half. He's pissing finally to get off those tyres. Mikey following him in. He's just under half.
Missed the move.
Oh, Mikey was going for the slipstream instead of light. Derek has used maybe a second, and Jonesy has used about a third of his. So Jordan leads, and Lennon has got the move done for P2. So Tom has just been making some little errors at this stage of the race. The wind's changing direction again, look. So it's now blowing across.
His last 3
now
laps,
into a headwind.
Yeah, 22, 22, 22. High 22 as well, that last lap as well. Just a few errors creeping in. Solid drive from him so far, though. Still holding his own P3.
I just wonder if it's the wind direction that's just changed. Just caught him out a little bit. Because it affects your braking. These cars are very susceptible to things like that. So Jordan leads. Lennon is second. Tom Duval third. Biggles is fourth. Where has Panda come out? He's now in P8, just behind his teammate. So Panda is pretty much on his teammate with an extra stop.
I have a sneaking suspicion that Homer will find his way into the podium by the end of this race. All that overtake, still got to use medium tyres.
Yeah, he's now just a second behind blue flag as well. So his lap times have been getting a look. Everybody's just slipping into the 22s, but the wind direction has completely changed. It's now blowing completely the other way, look. It's now coming from the Mount Fuji side. Stayed about the same, but that's going to really affect them. So now they're going to headwind this way.
Tom has just sent it on his teammate for the evening.
Oh, what's up to Jordan? Jordan's had a moment then. He gives up the lead. Lennon then takes P1.
I think he just dropped it going into that straight, and then Tom saw a gap, and Tom took what he wanted.
Well, he gifted him it earlier. Jordan's wide, still got a bit dirty tyres. Just needs to be careful through this sector. Biggles is closing in now as well. This will be the in lap, I imagine, then for Jordan and for Tom. Well, Tom actually might. So. Tom might have another lap in there. Lennon's definitely in this time around. I think Tom's staying out. I think Tom's got one more lap in the tank here. He does. Yeah, he's going one more lap. Jordan's in.
I think he's thinking about it. No, he's gone in.
Biggles goes through.
Good decision by Jordan, that is. I think he'll be better off in the long run because of it.
So Tom Duval takes the lead. Biggles in second. Blue flag in third. Homer right behind him. 4/10 center. Homer is just creeping into contention. Well, I think we all
Mikey back in P11.
He's happy. He's in his happy place. Chasing Dusty Fossil. We're both going to go past Lennon and Jordan, who are in the pits. Now this should be Lennon's medium tyre stint. Jordan will be back on the hards. Yep, so Lennon out on mediums.
Jordan has used mediums, but everybody else has still got their mediums to use, I believe.
Apart from Mikey. Who's on what now then? Tom DeVos on hards, as is Biggles, obviously, the pit stoppers. So Panda on the mediums now as well. So Panda, of course, now on his mediums, but how is he on fuel? He's short stinting, look. He's only got half a tank of fuel. So Panda's now just going to bang in quick laps. I think Panda's going to try and build the lead here. So slightly different strategy from Panda. So this is it. This is what I like. Different strategies to play out here. The fuel is right on the limit here.
It's always worth trying something as well. If you're not in the position that you want to be in, just try something. Just give it a go.
I think he committed to it early, didn't he? Because he led the race, of course. He started on the front
it's
row.
easy to change your mind as well.
Top four are in. So Tom DeVos 1 litre, Biggles with 2, Blue Flag with 2, Homer with 3. As Panda sets a new fastest lap, then into the 19s he goes.
That second penalty from Jordan there.
Oh, it's all going a little bit wrong for Jordan. Just needs to get back into that rhythm. He's lost his rhythm, I think.
If he gets back into that rhythm, he'll be fine again. Just a poor last couple of laps.
Fuel going in for Tom DeVos, Biggles, Blue Flag, Homer, Royston and Mikey, who are all in the pits. Dusty Fossil and Derek as well.
Clean air now. Let's get your head down, Jordan.
Glenn Jonesy coming around the final corner. Glenn now on his mediums. Half-second penalty for Jonesy, 1 second for Glynn.
Homer is on the mediums now.
Yeah, Panda leads.
Let's see.
Lennon also on the medium tyres. Tom DeVos on the medium tyres. Biggles on the mediums. Hard for Jordan, of course. So Jordan's down to 6th then, so he's behind Biggles as well. So that second penalty there has cost him.
A little bit of contact from Homer and Blue Flag there. Homer did wait up for him, but
a half-second penalty.
Yeah. Still Tom. Not the best start to a medium stint, but still Tom.
Yeah, 36 seconds off Panda, but Panda is going to have to stop again. So Panda's basically going for quick laps here.
Oh, Tom DeVos really wide.
Is that the final corner again? Is it? No, he's there. And safe is in.
And safe is in.
So he'll now be on the medium tyres as well. And of course, with less to go, he doesn't need to put as much fuel in, so he can then bang in some quick times as well. Lennon currently 22 seconds off of Panda, but I think that's going to be more than enough to jump him in the pit stop. But it's about him managing his tyres.
Jordan back up to 6th. Just gets back into this rhythm.
Jump and safe as well, so up to 5th. Now he's got a big gap back to Homer. Of course, Homer now on the medium tyres. So that's the gap he needs to manage, but still a really good show from Jordan. And safe onto the medium tyres. Purple section from Biggles, who's now all over the back of Tom DeVos. Yeah, Lennon net P1. The gap between Lennon and Tom is only 3 seconds, so where will Panda filter back out? Is the question.
Just looking at the back of the grid. Got Carl, Derek, CJ Glynn. What's happened with CJ Glynn? Just not. He's had a few offs by the looks of it. That's where it is. A few mistakes. Mike's picked up a penalty just now. When you cut that corner, risk it massively on getting a penalty.
Yeah, half-second penalty for Mikey then. He's got Dusty Fossil all over him for his beloved P11. Having qualified in 4th, I think he would have hoped a little bit better than P10 in the race, although he's got Jonesy just ahead of him. So Jonesy, of course, had that spin earlier on, but was recovered nicely into the top 9. And safe is 2.3 seconds behind Blue Flag then. So what's he got for the rest of this race? He's been conservative in the first couple of stints. Now he's on the medium tyres on less fuel, so he's going to go quick. That's his outlap then. Personal best from Blue Flag last time around, 20.7. Homer did a 20.3. Again, not showing the pace that we know that he had in qualifying, but I suppose he's playing the fuel game. Jordan did a 22.4.
He's quick as purple this sector now.
Biggles did a 20.5. Tom DeVos did a 19.8 and the fastest lap of the race. So he's suddenly energised his tyres and he's coming back at Lennon and he's half a second up on this lap as well. Tom DeVos is flying.
He's fully thrown it into that.
He's got a second penalty there, but he's wide. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, just running a little bit wide there, that bottom corner. And the penalty there is really harsh.
Homer is closing that gap on Jordan now.
So the charge will be halted for now. Panda has responded with a new fastest lap of 19.6. What does Lennon do in response? 20.5. Biggles jumps Tom Duval, who serves his penalty. Meanwhile, Jordan's got Homer closing in as well. Not able to live with him. And safe then.
Homer takes fastest lap.
19.4
really
from Homer.
good lap
There's
for
the speed
himself
that we know he has, but he's struggled on the hard tyres.
Still got plenty of overtake as well.
Jonesy's in, meanwhile.
That gap to Jordan now just 2.5 seconds as well. Homer is in race mode now. He's purple again.
Too little too late, I think, for a strong result. He's 37 seconds off the lead and the podium. There's another 10 seconds up the road and he's only got 6 laps to get there. Of course, everybody on the same tyres as well.
Penalty for Biggles now, 1 second penalty.
Oh, Biggles is on the wide out. Oh, he's wide as well. Yeah, he did exactly what Tom did a lap ago. So Tom then will take back P3. Oh, he's wide again. Dirty tyres. Oh, this is the.
If you have a bad run going up that, it ruins the entire.
You have one bad corner, you get dirt on your tyres, and it gives you several bad corners worth.
You lose so much time.
Let's pull to the inside then. He's going to serve his penalty here. Tom Duval will go through and retake P3. So he's now got 4 seconds to Lennon. Try and close down again. 20.7 that time around. Lennon with another 20.5. Yeah, Lennon's being super consistent. 20.6, 20.2, 20.5, 20.5. Yeah.
Tom's saying in the chat that Lennon is now net P1, yeah. Like, he's had a really strong race so far. Will P2 and Tom P3.
Panda is on the line with fuel. So we're going to see a splash and dash from him. Where is he going to filter out? And of course, he's going to come out with all the drivers around him on medium tyres, even if they are having to nurse them a little bit. Imagine they're going to be a little bit quicker.
Quicker, Homer.
Needing maybe a little bit more from Panda. He's not been making the progress he wanted. He's got 24 seconds, or just under 24 seconds, as he peels off.
Into the pits.
So Panda pits. Where is he going to filter back out?
Won't need much refueling. So where will he come out? Yeah.
So look at the fuel situation. Everybody else, and Lennon's on pretty much bang on half. Tom Duval's a little bit over. Biggles a little bit more. Jordan's bang on half. Homer's a little bit over. Blue flag's a little bit over. Unsafe is probably the best on fuel. Well over halfway. Similar to Royston in 9th. Just Fossil also doing really well on fuel, as is Derek.
Jordan wide, using the runway.
Might with a half-second penalty.
I think we might see a move from Homer on Jordan in the next lap and a half.
Lennon comes out, and he takes the lead. Panda's right behind him, though. Look at that, it's just under a second. And Panda's double stinting his tyres. He's still in the mediums then, so interesting for Panda. He's been ambitious with his fuel, so he's now got a significantly stronger fuel position than Lennon, and they're on very similar tyres, so Panda is still very much in this. Tom called it absolutely spot on. The hell's that about? That's another sign of the apocalypse. You had a Mikey win. Tom said something clever.
He knows he's racing. He was predicting everything that happened at Miami the other week before it even happened, and he got it all spot on. It's also not bad enough at all pitch as well.
So 2 seconds then cover your top 3, and 4 seconds cover your top 4. So Biggles is lurking. It's between Tom Duval, Panda, and Lennon. This one, and Lennon then has track position. He's 1.6 seconds ahead. Tom Duval, meanwhile, is all a little bit wide there. That's cost him. He got a little bit greedy coming out of the final corner, trying to get the power down, and a bit of a moment.
Again. Oh, Jordan loses 2 positions that lap. It's such a shame. He's had a really strong drive. Just a few mistakes can cost you in this division. To be fair, that's the same across
all boost. He's got a lot, Lennon. He's got a lot. He's got 3/4 of his boost. Tom and Lennon are similar, but yeah, Panda's not only has he got the best fuel, he's got the best boost as well. Biggles is pretty much gone. He's exhausted his, so he hasn't got anything to add. Help his cause in this fight, but he is closing. He's now only 3.7 seconds off the lead. So it's now less than 4 seconds. Cover your top 4 with 3.5 laps to go.
Panda has a lot of boost, Lennon. Just letting you know, he has a lot of boost.
I would save it for defence. Because I think you might need it. Here we go then. 3 laps to sort this one out. Then Lennon leads 1.4 seconds over Panda. Tom Duval is 1.1 seconds back, and then another second back to Biggles. Homer's up to 5th.
No.
And is coming, but I just don't think he's got enough to get there. He's got 8 seconds to close on the top 4. And only got 3 laps to do with him. He's not taking that much time out of them.
All of his overtake as well. Just needs to be quick. Jordan has now lost the position to unsafe before he serves a 1 second penalty now.
Second penalty as well. Glenn and Josie battling over 13th.
That middle sector is unforgiving. Giving something for Royston to chase now.
Tom says half a wall to get back into a rhythm after refueling. Instantly goes blue through sector 1. I think he's back in his rhythm. The thing is, he's got dirty air. There's tyres as well. His tyres are now worse. Oh, smoking tyre from Biggles. Locks up the front left. Slides the back end as he gets the power down. 3.5 seconds now to cover the top 4. Biggles is closing on Lennon. Everybody's concertining together. Tom Duval is very much in this as well. Biggles is a personal best sector 2. Tom Duval's wide on the grass. Biggles is even wider. Needs to be careful now for a couple of corners. Got dirty tyres. Tom Duval a bit wide. Well, different strategies here, and we've ended up with 2 of them within 1.5 seconds of each other. So that means multiple options available tomorrow to GT1 for those trying to get advice. Panda's on the boost. Closing in then. It's down to a second. Still using all the boost. It's under a second, then he's under a second. He's just out of slipstream range.
Shaping up to be a really, really good finish to this race. Everyone's had a really solid drive, a few mistakes here and there, but it's a tough track to manage in these cars.
Last lap time said 20.2 for Lennon, 20 flat from Panda, 20.1 from Tom Duval, 20 flat from Biggles, and 2/10 between everybody. They're so evenly matched as well. We're on the penultimate lap then. Again, smoking that front left tyre. Biggles is pushing hard to try and get involved in this conversation about the podium.
Grandstand finish coming up.
Indeed there is. We've got about 1 1/3 laps to go. Panda is 3/10 up on his best. It's on the boost as well. Gap's down to a second. Panda's closing.
Can he get it?
Tom Duval now under all kinds of pressure from Biggles for 3rd. I think it's between Lennon and Panda now. There's 2 battles of 2. Tom's just not being able to hold pace with the guys in front. We're on to the final lap of the race then. Here we go. Lennon's used all his overtake. Panda's burning his. But he's still a second back. Tom Duval's got defensive. Neither of them got any boost. Tom's got a little bit left actually. Biggles has got none. Homer's still 8 seconds back, so he's made no further progress, so he's not going to be featuring in the podium discussion this week. Panda's got it down to 8/10. He's again blue through sector 1. But then this is the kind of corner where the dirty air really hits you. And you can see that lead goes up to a second. Again, that tyre smoking on Biggles' car. Panda's again on the overtake. He's got next to no front left tyre left. And he's running out of corners. Lennon's blue in sector 2 as well. He's on a personal best.
I think he might hold on.
He's got a couple of corners left to navigate. Tricky ones. He's wide. Oh, kicks us a bit of dust. But it's okay. Panda closes into 6/10. Down to the final corner. It's all about the exit then. Panda's gone for a sweeping line. Lennon's got a bit tighter. But I think he's got enough in hand. Panda's closing, but I don't think he's going to get there. It's a drag race to the line. Wow. It's a drag race. He's breathing to try and break the slipstream, but Lennon is going to win.
Wow.
Great job. Panda gets second. Tom Duval 3rd. Biggles is 4th. 3.2 covers the top 4 after 32 laps then. Homer come across in P5 there. Solid points, but I think he'll be disappointed. He got into the 18s in the race there. Blue flag then is going to come home in P6. It's going to be P7 for unsafe release.
Royston did get ninth, but did get the run on Jordan there.
And Jordan had a half-second penalty as well, just to
Yeah.
see off any late challenge there. So it's 8th for Royston, 9th for Jordan. I think he'd be a little bit disappointed with that there, but good pace there throughout that one. Just a little bit of consistency lacking. Then Dusty Fossil's going to come.
His first stint was fantastic.
Then having to use Fuelbix 3. There we go. Then across the line, Dusty Fossil gets 10th. Derek gets P11. Mikey and Jonesy are slipstreaming to the line. And Mikey's going to hold him off. It's Mikey 12th, Josie 13th. And Glyn with absolutely no front left tyre left and very little rear left tyre left. He has eaten his mediums. He crosses the line in 14th.
What a race.
What a race. Well, everybody's money was on Homer. And as it was, everybody has lost their money to the bookies. It is Lennon then, 12th to 1st. And he's victorious then by 4/10 of a second. And then Panda just couldn't get close enough through the corners of the dirty air. Holding him up by there, but Lennon then is victorious from Panda. Still a great drive from Panda. That extra pit stop though. Differing strategies if he maybe got out ahead of him, he might have been able to hold him off. But as it was, Panda, it is just P2. Tondeval there. Great job from him. Says it's hard work there. Well, solid job, mate. Great job there for a P3. I'm sure Zach will be very happy about the points. Biggles then comes home in P4. Just missing out on a podium there at the end. Homer then in just P5 with an 18.9 in the race, so fastest lap of the race from him. Blue flag gets P6. Unsafe comes through to P7 there. Again, somebody else trying something different strategy-wise. It didn't quite work out for him there. Coming at 21 seconds behind the race winners. Royston gets P8 in the end there from Jordan in P9. Dusty Fossil gets P10. Derek P11. Mikey P12. Jonesy was 13th. And Glyn was 14th. And
I really enjoyed that. That was fantastic.
There were some two good races there. Once again, GT2 delivering top quality action as we move into the final 3 weeks of the season. Next up then is GT1 tomorrow, 8:30. So please do join. I'm not sure who's on commentary because I think Zach's filling in for me because I'm not here tomorrow. So somebody will be doing commentary tomorrow. Please join.
Someone.
Someone.
Like the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
Yes, please do like the stream before you go. Thank you, of course, for everybody who's been in the stream and putting in comments, etc., etc. And please do join us tomorrow for 8:30 for GT1 action. How was your commentary debut, Owen?
I enjoyed it. I appreciate you having me. I hope the people watching enjoyed it as well. So yeah, hopefully do it again sometime.
Absolutely.
Ease my way into it.
Absolutely, mate. Cool. Right, from us for this evening, thank you very much for joining us. And yes, we shall see you again real soon. Bye.